Hey everyone, this is Riley. I'm new to Paperboys, and today I'm going to be talking about how to socially transition. A little bit about me, since most of you don't know me. I am from Kansas City, but I'm currently living in Melbourne, Australia. I am pre-T, haven't done anything to transition yet, and not sure if I want to at all, just still kind of thinking about it. And I have been out as transgender since January. I want to talk about the steps I took to socially transition so far. I'm still kind of in the middle of it. Lots of social transitioning to go, but the process that I took may be good for you or it may not, so hopefully some of these tips may help you out. Stop falling down! Okay, so I've kind of broken down how I socially transitioned in 5 steps. First step was I wanted to make sure that I told my closest family and friends first. So once I came up with Riley and I felt confident in that, I went ahead and just sent Facebook messages, emails, I made phone calls, I called up my grandma. She was actually the last one I called before I made it public. Just telling them what's going on in my life and how I want to be referred to from now on. I wanted them to be able to ask questions and for them to know that I value telling them privately, and they are the ones that mean the most to me. I kind of had a unique experience because I came out while I've been abroad, so pretty much people that have known me for the longest time, my good friends and family, I haven't had to tell them face to face. One of the hardest things about socially transitioning has been telling my partner's family and friends, because I only knew her for about 2 or 3 months before I came out. And she knew from the very beginning, but I had just met all of her family over the holidays, and I met a bunch of her friends over New Year's and around that time, and then a couple weeks later, I came out as trans and I changed my name. Every time I went to that dinner or party, I froze up. I can't exactly just be like, oh yeah, speaking of the footy team, I'm transgender and I want to be called a boy. I didn't want it to happen this way, but I ended up going up to Brisbane for a month. And over that time, I was away and not seeing my girlfriend's family or friends. So she ended up telling them herself. And it was kind of awkward when I came back, because then they just kind of like knew and they were saying Riley, and you know, there was never really a discussion, but I was really thankful. So the second step I took was updating my social media. So I ended up making a Facebook status, saying what my new name was, saying what my pronouns were. I also went through and updated my Instagram name and my email addresses. I mean, you cannot imagine. You don't think about it, but there's so many things you have on the internet, or phone bills, or library cards, or whatever you have that has your name on it. It's not fun to be out and be really happy about it and then go back and log into something and your old name is still there. The third step I took / you should take is coming out at work or school, or both depending on what you're doing. And I haven't really actually conquered this yet. I've always been really open about being queer, being gay. I easily could slip into conversation about something, you know, I could bring up my girlfriend or bring up something LGBT related, and I didn't really feel like I had to announce it to everyone around me that I worked with that, you know, I'm a lesbian! On my second day of my current job, I was wearing this shirt, and this lady who I worked with asked me, she said, oh, are you one of those? And I was like, one of what? Like a lesbian? Like a gay person? But I just said, oh, what do you mean? She's like, oh, you know, one of those that supports marriage equality. And I'm like, sure. So I kind of had to say something my first day and say, hey, I'm actually going by Riley now. And for some reason I just thought people would be like, oh, transgender, you know, because everybody knows about trans rights. Of course not. But the problem is, everyone calls me she at work, and it literally kills me on the inside. I'm used to being out, and I'm used to talking to people about being trans, about being gay. Like, I've done speeches at conferences, but for some reason I'm really struggling telling people at work that I'm a dude. And a lot of people I work with are older, and a lot of them are actually from other countries, and I'm not sure their acceptance or their knowledge on transgender rights. So I've just found it really hard to have conversations with them, because rarely are we just hanging around chatting up about our lives, and it's not like I can just bring it up out of the blue. I've talked to my boss about it, and she said she could send out an email to everyone, but again, like what I did with my family and friends, I'd rather just talk to people personally. If this is someone I've been working with for the past few months every day, and then they just get an email saying Riley's actually a boy, like, that would feel so awkward and strange, and I would probably wear a bag over my head when I went to work the next day. I don't know if I'm a man yet. Like, I think I'm still a dude or a boy. If you don't tell people at work or school because you don't feel safe or you're not ready, doesn't matter. Doesn't make you less trans, doesn't make you less of a man, less visible. It's just you gotta do what's right for you. My next step, which is my favorite, is doing things to remind people. I had this pin here that says Trans Pride, and I put that on my backpack. I don't know if anyone actually reads it, but you know, maybe a passerby. I have found these really cool pronoun pins online, and they say he, him, really any pronoun you want, they, them, theirs, and then they also make these patches that give pronouns as well, and you can iron or sew them onto like a jacket or a vest or whatever you want to do. And I want to buy a few of those and also just get them for my friends, so then people can practice using pronouns and seeing them every day and asking, oh, why do you have that pin on? I have made little business cards that have a saying on them to give to people when you may be in a restaurant or a gas station or any situation where you get misgendered and maybe you want to give a little education. Don't normally correct people about my pronoun in public, because I figure you gotta choose your battles, and is it really worth it? I think these little cards will be really good, so I can still walk away, but I can just hand it to them and then not deal with the awkward interaction afterwards. Brilliant. So my last step in socially transitioning is just being yourself and being confident in who you are and being a dude. From the day I said that I was gonna live as a trans man, I started using the men's bathroom. I don't care if I have a high voice or if maybe I don't completely pass and I'm pre-testosterone. It didn't change how I looked. I've looked this way for quite a while, but I did get a significant haircut, and I went out with my partner and we bought a bunch of sweaters and nicer shirts and pants for me. And that was really just because I'm freezing all the time here, but it also really helps me feel like I've grown up a little bit, like I'm maybe potentially looking like I'm not a 16-year-old boy anymore, maybe looking a bit older, like 18 and a half, and that's my last step really. Just have confidence in everything you do. You know who you are best, and if people can see that and they can see that you have confidence radiating out of you, they will jump on board. I will promise you this, and if they don't, leave them behind. Your happiness is the thing that's most important. I think that's all I got, YouTube. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to Paperboys, and I will also put the link to my personal YouTube underneath here. Thanks, have a good day, have a good Pride Month.